Hey guys, welcome to Adaku Inspires. How are you doing? If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are old to my channel, thank you for always supporting me. I really appreciate you guys going through this journey with me. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Why? Remember in January when I started this channel, I called it Adaku Inspires, and I have a video that says why Adaku Inspires. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So I started this video because I love to interview a lot of women that inspire me and a lot of successful business women out there that I look up to. And I hope to interview them and just kind of get to know a little bit about them and get to hear how they've started their business and how they're going in their journey with their business. So that's one of the things that I like to do, and that's really why I started Adaku Inspires. Now, I have a wonderful woman who inspires me, I must say, and she means so much to Peter and I, and we go way back.
Yes, we do.
So I would like to introduce Miss Funlayo Alabi.
Adaku, it's nice to be
Yes,
here.
it's so nice to see you and be here to do this with you. Now, if you don't know about Miss Funlayo, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She is the CEO and co-founder of Shea Radiance. She has been on the cover of Poise magazine, correct?
Correct.
And has done several interviews with a couple of magazines, which I'm sure you get to hear her and she'll tell you all about that. She's a power mom who is running a multi-million-dollar skincare company. Yes, guys, I said that. So, hey, I'm just saying. And one thing that I love about her, too, is she's so humble. She was our MC like 3 years ago at our wedding. And who would have believed that? We had
a beautiful wedding it was.
We had a multi-million-dollar MC. Like, hello. So, with all honor and everything, I just want to present to you Miss Funlayo. So let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
What did you do prior to Shea Radiance? Like, what inspired you to start Shea Radiance?
So, I actually worked in the IT industry
Oh, wow.
for many years. I worked for an insurance company in the Washington, D.C. area.
Okay.
And during that time, we had our second son, Tolua, and he had really bad eczema.
Wow.
Really dry skin in the creases of his arm, behind his knees. And we tried all the different natural products. Well, actually, we didn't start natural. We bought everything we could find in Targets and Walmarts to take care of the eczema problem, but it still persisted.
Okay.
And so one day my husband and I were thinking, we're like, okay, what do we use in Nigeria for dry skin? And then we started kind of going back to some of the remedies our parents and grandparents had used on us. And it occurred to us that shea butter. Why don't we have my mom bring some shea butter? And she did, and we religiously used it on Tolu and Femi's skin, and we saw an improvement. Now, I also have really dry skin, and I was using it on myself, and I saw what it did to my skin, and we realized that through our children's problem, we had actually found a solution to dry skin. And dry skin is something a lot of people suffer from in varying degrees.
Yes.
And if you're a brown person, when your skin is brown, you look gray.
Yeah.
So
ashy.
Yes, ashy.
Yes.
We found the solution to ash banishment.
Wow.
And it's a natural product.
Awesome.
And not only does it banish ash, but it actually repairs the skin and gives it a natural glow. And so that was kind of the beginning of our journey.
That's amazing. I mean, I'm sure some of you can relate. If you have eczema and you have this problem, this is a solution, and you want to definitely try this product. So that's really good. Now tell us more about Shea Radiance.
Oh my goodness. Shea Radiance has been a journey.
Yes, I know.
So like I said, what we found was a natural solution to dry skin. And that's one thing, to realize that you have found a solution to a problem. And what we did was we would mix the products in the kitchen, and then on the weekends we would go to farmers market to sell.
Wow.
Because it's one thing to feel like you have something really great that works for your family, but if you want to make a business out of it, you have to find customers.
Yes.
And so one of the easiest ways to find customers is to put yourself and your product out there.
Yeah.
And if people don't buy it, you want to ask why and make improvements. And if they're buying it, you want to continue to provide things that people want and continue to improve on that. So that's what we did for many years. We would work during the week, we would come home at night, we would mix all these products, we would package them. We always wanted to have very elegant packaging. So that was the other thing. We wanted this to be more than just, you know, like a homemade brand. Really, the vision my husband and I had after we decided that this was really going to be a business is that we wanted to be a premier shea butter brand. We didn't want, you know, the dirty shea butter or the smelly shea butter. We wanted a high quality brand. And so that's what we invested a lot of our time in the beginning years in developing. That is part of what led us to go back to Nigeria and back to different parts of West Africa to figure out, now, where does shea butter really come from?
Wow.
Because if you live in Nigeria and you live in the city, you might buy it, but you don't really know
the roots. Yes.
And so we had the opportunity to visit villages in the north of Nigeria, southwest of Nigeria, like Oyo and Kwara, in the north, like Niger State. We also visited places in Ghana and Mali and saw how the women processed the shea nuts into butter. It was in the process of doing all these visits that we absolutely fell in love with the women. We saw them work so hard, you know, to try and make money so that they could send their children to school. And one day we were sitting in a village outside of Mina. My husband and I looked at each other and said, you know, if we can make a business that really works, you know, by providing really nice products that women like and buy for their families, and they can support us in that way, we in turn can support the women suppliers that we buy for and provide economic opportunity. So that's kind of the part of the journey of the Shea Radiance brand.
Wow, what I hear so much. I hear so much about, I mean, part of the Shea, and which I know, Auntie, I know that you have so much to even talk about. I'm hearing consistency, because if you were not consistent and persevering and pushing, you wouldn't have gotten to where you are, obviously, because you kept going to those places, your customers, even when they say no, you're going.
Absolutely.
And packaging, which as a business person, packaging means so much. You have to know how to present yourself, your product. You have to know how to present all those things, because they speak for itself.
Absolutely.
So if you don't have those things all together, no one is, before they even taste or feel the product, they want to see how it looks. Talk about packaging. She has some of her products, and she's going to show you one of it here.
So these are part of our pure shea butter products. So typically what we found was that when people want shea butter, they either go to some market where someone is scooping it out of a gourd and they buy. And we didn't want to present shea butter that way. We also know that a lot of people go to their Korean stores and they have all this shea butter. Sometimes it's green, sometimes it's yellow. You just never know the quality. So for us, we know the hands that harvest our nuts and butter.
Exactly.
We buy directly from the women, and what we do is that we just gently mix the shea butter, not adding anything much to it, and then packaging it in these food grade tubs.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, so if you like pure shea butter, this is definitely something you want to try. It's clean, you don't have to
used it. Trust me, I have, and it feels so smooth in your body. It feels so good. And it smells good. Yes. It smells really good.
And it's good for babies, you know. So your kids can try some. You know, you can make sure you can use it on their hair.
Lord.
So.
And what's the other one? And I think you have a.
Sure. So the tubs, as I said, we sell those in the natural stores like the Whole Foods, Roots Markets, those type of stores where you buy your organic food.
I've seen all of them, Whole Foods. Yeah.
Yes. Then we have a line, we call it the Fantastic Five.
Woo!
This is Intense Moisture Balm. This has shea and cocoa butter.
Can I open it?
Absolutely.
Oh my God, it feels so good. And it's like whipped cream. It just feels really
rich, really nice, and almost like you want to eat it.
Oh, guys. Oh my God, wow.
Yes. Then this is our antioxidant body cream, and it's a cream. It's shea butter, but we created an emulsion, meaning that we mixed oil with water. And you need that when you want to have a lotion that is a little softer and lighter and water-based to use on your skin.
It feels really, really good.
Absolutely. That's an antioxidant cream. We also have, and I'll go through just really quickly, we have a brightening cream. And this brightening, it's a natural product. We use vitamin C as the brightening agent. One of the things our customers tell us is that, you know, they battle with dark spots.
Yes.
You know, and those dark spots can naturally be faded out using a combination of shea butter, vitamin C, and some other natural actives that really help you gently and naturally fade the spots out. So people are using it on their knees, their elbows. Some women even use it on their face. It's not a bleaching cream. It's a brightening cream.
It's really good to know that,
Yeah.
because a lot of time people get it twisted and
Yes.
go get a product that is not helpful with their body.
Yes.
And this is natural. So guys, try it out.
Yes. We also have a firming cream for all our jiggly parts.
Hello, all the ladies out there, check it out.
So, and you know, with all the products, you know, we come up with our own formulas, you know. So my husband is the scientist, the geek
Behind it.
and we talk about, you know, just challenges women are facing with their skin, because we're really all about empowering
Yes.
women to feel and look their best. Because Adaku, when you feel good, when everything is on point, your makeup is great, you can forget about yourself and really focus on getting some real work done.
True talk.
And so we want to be part of that process. You know, we want to empower the women who are our customers, make them feel great, their skin looks good, and we also want to economically empower the women we order our shea butter from.
Yes.
So.
And wow, this, I'm just taking it all in. It's awesome. This is really good. I hope you guys are getting a lot from this. Now, where do you see your company in 5 years?
In 5 years, Shea Radiance will be a household name. We will be in every channel where you want to buy natural body care products. We're not going to compromise on our quality. We're not going to compromise on our mission and our vision. We're going to remain an authentic brand, but we're going to have worldwide coverage. So you'll be able to find us everywhere in the United States and all over the world. So,
Guys, you heard that.
yes.
That's from the source. You heard that. Now, this is the last question, and I feel like a lot of my viewers want to know about this. What advice would you give to any business women, all the business women out there who are trying to start up their business? And I know you're a power mom. I don't know how you juggle this, because I have one child, Kizzy, and I'm just trying to figure out how am I going to do this? How am I going to do
you're
that?
doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you. So I want to know how you can advise women who are struggling with being a mom and an entrepreneur. Like, what advice would you give them?
Okay. First of all, let me start by talking to the women who want to start their own business. There's lots of opportunities for women to start business, because sometimes we know something from our gut about, you know, where we see an opportunity. And I say, go with your instinct, go with your gut.
Yes.
Now, once you've done that and you've created something, it might be a service you want to provide, maybe a story you want to tell, a YouTube channel you want to do, or even it might be a product or a service. You have to make sure that there is a market for what you have.
That's true.
And the only way to find out is get out of your house and go offer your service or your product to someone. As long as it's sitting between your ears, it's gonna stay there. So you have to be brave enough to risk rejection and take your idea, which is like your baby, out there and see if there's gonna be a buyer. Also, make sure you're solving a problem. Make sure you're delivering value to someone who needs it. For Shea Radiance, we were solving the problem of dry skin. With what Adaku is doing, from my interaction with her video channel, she is solving a problem of information. She's giving information that enlightens and empowers. So she's meeting a need. Make sure whatever you're offering is actually addressing a pain point that people have. I would also say be willing to persevere. If I tell you how many times we've failed, and failed really, really badly, embarrassingly, and almost to the point of bankruptcy, you would shake your heads. Everybody looks good on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, but the truth is that the real work is behind the scenes, you know, when the cameras are not on, you know, being consistent, being perseverant, having perseverance, taking the no's, and, you know, going to God in prayer and asking Him to give you wisdom. And if you can do all these things, what is going to happen is that the idea, the service, whatever you're doing in the beginning that you persevered and work with, is going to look quite different as you begin to grow, because all the challenges are going to help you make a better product, tell a better story, and have a more perfect service that you're offering your customers. And how do you balance it all with having kids? Make sure your husband is on your team.
Hello.
If you're married, it's really important to be in one accord, because most men will support you if they know what the vision is and if you make them a part of what you're doing. So you can't do it alone, especially when you have children. There are going to be late nights. Maybe you might be out networking or at an event, you know, where you're selling products, or you have to take a course, and it means that the kids are going to be eating pizza. You have to be willing to let go of certain perfection ideas that have been sold to us by people who may not have the same vision as you. You know, if you are bent on your kids having 4 square meals that you prepare every day, you know, you might have to make some compromises. Trust me, kids are very hardy. They will not die as a result of you not attaining perfection. As a matter of fact, your kids tend to appreciate it more because you take them along in the business process. When we did farmers market, we took our kids along. They would come after church. They would all be there selling with us. You know, they had a chance to go grab ice cream, you know, listen to the clowns while I was selling. So they're all part of the story of how the business has grown.
That's beautiful. I mean, I'm here like taking notes because everything just resonates. One thing that a couple of things that I want to emphasize on if you're starting up a business is, one, you have to be very passionate, which I'm trying to elaborate on what Ms. Funlayo already said. You know, if you don't have that passion in you, I don't care what you think or where you want to go with it. Nobody will believe you if you don't have passion.
True.
So that's you have to have passion, especially if you're starting up your own business. And working hard, you have to put some type of hard work into what you want to do for someone to believe you. I've always kind of believed one of the business people that I watch, Mark Cuban, he's a Shark Tank.
Yes.
I love that guy.
Him.
Yeah, one thing he said is, for a business person, you have to find a need. If once you find a need, that's a business. For example, this is a need that, providing a cream that is natural to help with your the eczema and other things that is going on with your skin. That's a need, and a lot of people do that. A lot of people need that. So whatever, think about a need that is out there and pray about it, that God will give you that vision. Absolutely. You have to prayers move mountains, guys. If you don't pray about it and have God to give you that divine vision about it, don't even bother going, because if not, you have to convince yourself that this is going to work. If not, it's not going to work. Now, as women who are moms who are out there thinking about how am I going to do this or whatnot, I'm so serious. Support from your husband if you're married, and just having that support means a lot. I remember, like, going back to the video that I did, Why Adaku Inspires, I mentioned that my husband and Kizzy obviously are part of the reasons why I started this, because if you don't know my story, I was worked my whole life, and God decided that I should stay home for a meantime to stay with Kizzy and parked on her. And it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. But with the support of my husband, I'm able to do what it is that I love to do, which is the passion that I'm doing and following my dreams, and just praying and hoping to God that this all reveals itself. But I'm excited about this journey. So that support is very imperative. You need that support from your family member, your husband, or whoever that, you know, that cares so much about you that they don't need to see everything come together, but they believe in you that this is gonna work.
Yes.
So that's a key. And also, like you said, making compromise. She said it. If you have kids and you're trying to cook morning, afternoon, night, and it's not working, think of something else. Get pizza.
Be creative.
You know, be creative. Be creative. And yeah, you know, I'm gonna list all the points because I have them down. I'm gonna list them. But I think this was so informative. And guys, if you have any questions, leave all your comments below. And also check out her website. I'm leaving all her website, her link, everything in the description box below. I really appreciate this time. Thank you so much for allowing me to come here and do this. It means a lot to me. So
Adaku, it's an honor. And thank you for your persistence. I know it was really hard to nail down a date and a time, but she didn't give up. She persisted, and when I saw her over the weekend, I knew that we were going to make this happen, and she jumped on the opportunity to be here. And one of the things I can tell is that you have a great work ethic.
Thank you.
And as a result, you're going to be successful.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. I appreciate it. Well, guys, this is the end of the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.